So now we are going to understand what is zeroth law of thermodynamics. So basically there are three laws, right, of thermodynamics. Number one is zeroth, and then it is first, and basically then it is second law, right? So the most important is to understand first of all what is zeroth law of thermodynamics. So basically the zeroth law of thermodynamics tells us about the temperature gradient system, okay, the temperature gradient of a 2 and 3 system, of a 2 or 3 bodies or 4 bodies, whatever, right? Now see, basically here we have considered two blocks. Suppose first block is A and second block is what, say B, right? And the temperature of first block is, suppose we are considering it is T suffix A, and the second block is, it is suppose T suffix B. Now after certain interval of time we are considering another block of, say, temperature T suffix C, right? So basically here we are having three blocks. One is having temperature T suffix A, another is having temperature T suffix B, and the third one is having temperature T suffix C. Now what we are going to observe here is that the temperature of block A and the temperature of block B are, suppose, say, one is, say, 30 degree, let it be, and another is, say, suppose a 40 degree, right? Let it be, say, 40 degree. Now suppose we are going to keeping these two bodies, okay, we are keeping these two bodies together, right? So after certain interval of time, what we are going to observe, the temperature of this body A and the temperature of this body B are going to be same. Try to understand what I'm going to say. What I'm trying to say is that, suppose temperature of this body initially it was how much, 30, and the temperature of B, of the body B, was initially how much, 40. After certain interval of time, what we are going to observe, that the temperature of this block is going to be 35, and here it is also going to be 35. So that means that this temperature between the two body has been distributed equally, right? Isn't it? So the same thing is going to be valid for this as well, right? So temperature of these, and the temperature of these after certain interval of time can be written as T suffix A equal to T suffix B is equal to T suffix C, right? But the point to be noted that we don't have basically any idea of the direction of heat flow or the energy flow, right? So just to keep in mind the very basic idea regarding the zeroth law of thermodynamics, what it says that the temperature gradient between the bodies, okay, of a particular, say, isolated system, okay, after certain interval of time, the bodies are going to have equal temperatures. Clear? That is all about zeroth law of thermodynamics. Now we are going to start with the first law of thermodynamics, which is the crucial law in this entire chapter. In each and every problems we are going to directly or indirectly, we are supposed to deal with this one, and we have to apply this law, right? So what it says, the first law of thermodynamics says what? Suppose you are having a system, right? Say you are having a car, and say this is the engine of your car, right? Now see, suppose you are supplying certain fuel. You are supplying what? Certain fuel, isn't it, to your engine of the car, right? So this is your engine, right? Let it be your diesel, petrol, whatever, or your motorbike engine, right? Now see, what you're going you are supplying certain fuel into this, right? So supplying fuel, right, is basically nothing, indirectly what you are supplying, energy. Try to understand what I'm saying. You are pouring petrol or diesel into the tank of your bike, so basically indirectly what you are supplying, energy, isn't it? Now see, after supplying this fuel in the engine, so this energy is going to convert, inside this engine. How? See, the first, a certain part of that energy is going to do certain amount of work. Try to understand what I'm saying. Certain part of this energy is going to do certain amount of work inside this engine, okay, and the rest of the part of that energy is going to increase internal energy, okay? So let us see, let me correct myself once again. You are supplying certain energy to a particular system. That energy is going to divide into two, okay? First, this energy is going to increase the internal energy of that particular engine, right? And thereafter, with the rest of the part of the energy, it is going to produce certain amount of work. Clear? So suppose you are having, suppose you have supplied energy is equal to, suppose, 10 joule, right? So out of the 10 joule, okay, say 8 joule of energy is going to what? Increase the internal energy of your engine, and the remaining energy, which is equal to 2 joule, that is going to do certain work due to which your bike or your car is going to move